Hello and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about the importance of image resolution, image sizes in your app. So as you're all familiar with, this is the Solid Demo app, and I'm going to load this up. I just recently made a change which allows us to change the size of the poster art loading into the demo app. So here I have a Raspberry Pi. I will show you the URL to set it up. So I'm configuring it, and I can change the poster size to 185, which is what it is before. So this is 185, and this is W780. So you'll notice they're quite a bit difference of size, right? So resolution, width, dimensions, and this is what we're displaying it at is 185. So I'm going to load this up again, 185. We'll go back to showing the Raspberry Pi. So here it is, and now I'm going to interact with it. And we can watch the FPS, as I'm moving, trying to move as fast as I can, I'm still getting 24 frames per second, over 20 frames per second. And as I scroll down, you'll notice it can load all the poster arts very, very quickly. I'm still navigating. It's keeping basically above 30 FPS. So it's still doing really well. Now watch what happens when I load the site again, but this time I'm going to change the poster size to 780. So it's going to use those larger images. And it's important to note that the user, we won't see anything different here. So it all looks basically the same as before, but now each one of these posters are 4 times bigger than what they were, 4 or 5 times bigger than what they were before. And what that's going to do is it's going to put a heavy strain on the GPU on the device. So now as I press left and right, now we're getting a max of 17, 18 FPS. So we dropped almost 5 FPS because you got to think of it this way. The GPU now is taking these larger images and having to do more work to handle, rendering them because they're much larger and there's more to process. And even as we scroll down, you'll notice what happens is it takes a lot longer to load the other images. It basically locks up the browser. So if I press down, like we're dropping under 16 frames per second. The other thing is we're also using up our memory threshold. So by loading bigger images, it takes up more of the GPU. And so now Lightning actually has to unload images that it was using before, which then makes it so that when you go back up, it has to reload those images because they're much bigger now. But overall, the importance of this is make sure that you are loading the correct size images into your app. Because if you load ones that are bigger than what you're actually rendering, it's going to kill your performance. It's going to kill your performance, and you're going to think, oh, why can't I change rows or change items? It's slow to animate, and it's because your images are way too big. The other thing to note, a lot of people get confused by is like the background image. So when this app is running, it might be running on a 4K TV, but the app is running at 1080p. It is not running at 4K. You are never displaying anything at 4K except for video playback. Only video playback is happening at 4K. Your app is running at 1080p. So when you load this background image, don't load a 4K image, load a 1080p image. That's 4 times less the size, 4 times less the GPU processing. It's going to be a lot faster to render. And there's going to be no noticeable difference to the user because you're still displaying at 1080p. It's not upscaling it for some reason. It's not doing that. It's giving you the same resolution of 1080p. All right, so that's all I wanted to cover in this video. You are welcome to play again with the Solid Demo app. I just added this feature. So if I remove that, you can go to Solid Demo app. And it's a new parameter. This poster size equals W780. And there's a few different sizes that you can actually do. So here's the configuration, the images. It tells you with the IMDb, what size poster sizes can we have. So I use 185 by default. I could probably go down to 154, W92. But changing the size does matter. All right, that's all I wanted to cover. Thanks again, and as always, leave comments, like, and give me ideas for other videos that you'd like to see.